Well, greetings. Welcome, guys. Welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, I say a special and a warm welcome to you. Please do come again. If you've been here before, of course, you know you're more than welcome. I want to also take the opportunity to thank all those of you who have been taking the time out to subscribe to my channel. I thank you for taking the time out to see that it's important to support a simple, noble act. All right, an act of just sharing information and giving good vibes. Giving good vibes. Giving good vibes. Yes. Today, I want to delve into something that I don't normally do. It's an area that I've not really spoken about in my life, but it's something that really means a lot to me and has meant a lot to me for a long time. Something that you should know about me is that when I was at university, I definitely taught English to incoming students from the Caribbean. And that was done through the CISO, which is the Caribbean Students Organization at the Midwestern State University. And so English became one of my love. I actually love English. I love writing. I've written 3 books. You can find them on Amazon.com. If you look for Caesar in Nepal, you will find 3 of my books. There's one right at the back of me there. But that's not what I'm talking about today. I'm talking about English. If you know me, you know that I do have a pet peeve for some things in English, like grammatical errors. Now, doesn't mean that I don't make them. You bet I do. But whenever I spot them in my writing, it annoys me, and I always have to fix it. So I always find myself editing documents. I've edited documents for people privately, for students, for working people, just personal friends. People reach out to me, can you write me a speech for this or that? I take time to do these things because I think it's a gift that God has given to me and I'm able to assist people in that way. So I'm thankful for that. And so English has always been, you could say, a passion of mine. I remember one of my professors, one of my favorite professors at university, Mrs. Sue Henson. She taught me English, I think, at when I was not yet a senior student. So Mrs. Henson, she taught me English, and one of the things that she said to us as students was, when you write a paper or when you write a document, or if you write a story, be whatever it is that you've composed, always remember that the first thing that you've written, the first document, is not the final work. It is a draft. Just think of it as you have pre-written. It's not a term that I'd heard before that time, but when she said it, I was like, whoa, it struck me. Okay, so pre-written. So that was pre-writing to her. So she would take us through a process of pre-writing, and then she'd say, once you're finished, walk away from the work and then come back. And you will see it with fresh eyes and fresh perspectives. And always that has happened for me. It's something that I've tried to practice in my writing, as time goes by. I've tried that whenever I write something that I take time out away from it and then try to come back and perfect it and see. And often I do find a few grammatical errors here and there. But today, I want to talk about something, 2 words that we use quite often. And I found this article and it really, really appealed to me. And I thought, I need to share this. And I probably need to go back to my love, which is English, and go back to the depth of the language and see how you, me, all of us, because when I share this with you, I can bet you, I can let you know that I am definitely learning. I'm in the process of learning. We could never discover English at its perfection because English in itself is a very complicated language. And so for me, when I share these things with you, first of all, let me say it's not because I'm some expert in English. It's because I love languages on a whole, but I love the language. I love the English language, and I recognize the value of understanding it better, perfecting it in my speech, in my writing, especially if I don't get to speak that much. At least when I write something, that it makes good sense and it's written in the best of ways. And so today, I want us to explore 2 words that we use quite often. One of them is each, 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 and the other is every, EVERY, every. Now, if you think about them, each and every, don't we just use these things interchangeably? Don't we sometimes even use them together? I want each and every one of you to, we say that all the time, don't we? So let us explore, when should we really use each and every? Have you thought about it? And if you haven't, it's a time for us to just take a little time to discover it. So to break down the differences between these 2 similar words, we want to use the help of the Rolling Stones. You know, that was a very famous band, the Rolling Stones, right? And the Rolling Stones, over the years, they made a song called Each and Every Day of the Year. Each and every day of the year, right? And this is each and every, by the way, these are words that are often used in marketing, in speeches, in films, in songs. And so Rolling Stone did that when they titled one of their songs Each and Every Day of the Year. Both each and every are determiners, okay? They are called determiners, and they are used to refer to individual members or items within a group, individual members or items within a group, and they can be used together or interchangeably. So it's not a crime. It's not wrong if we use them interchangeably, and it's also not wrong if we say each and every. But we must always understand what they really mean and what is the difference between them as well. So, when should we use one or the other? Well, a grammar guide from the University of Oxford encourages us to recognize their differences based on our focus. Okay, so let's start with each. Let's talk about each first. The word each. We use it all the time. Remember, it's not ITCH. We're talking about EACH. Each. Okay? This is what we're talking about. So the word each zooms in, emphasizing individuals in a group of two or more things by identifying them separately. So you have 10 pencils, you can say each pencil. So you are identifying each of these pencils by themselves. That's when we say each. You have 5 children. Each of my children has gone to a different school. That means you are picking out each of your children: John, Jack, Jacqueline, James, and Joel. Yes, all 5 of them. Each of them went to a separate school. So you have individually picked out, all right, each of your children or the pencil or whatever item or whatever individual thing. For example, each VIP ticket includes a backstage pass, or each song features a new choreography, right? So the word each, what it does is it prompts you to picture the designated item one at a time. You must think of each item individually. That's what it does. It pushes us to do that. It works well when the group is small or the goal is to highlight individuality. And so there's nothing wrong, as I said, with using the word each. Now, on the other hand, every might technically fit these examples. Each is more precise. So even if every might fit those examples I give, every one of my children, every child, but each fits it more precisely, more perfectly, right? So every now, on the other hand, takes a broader scope. Think about it. Every. You can already hear a collective. You can already hear a collection of items or people or individuals, a group. Together, there is a sense of togetherness. And so every refers to all members of a large group collectively. All right? As in that child, James, Jamisa, yeah, Jamisa, not James. She knows the lyrics of every Rolling Stone songs. So Jamisa knows the lyrics of every Rolling Stone song. That is saying that this child, she knows a whole set of lyrics of a whole set of songs of the Rolling Stone band, for example. Okay. So every fan, for example, was singing along with the band. Every fan, everybody in there, the whole group was singing along with the band. So it's about total inclusion rather than individual focus. Every is also ideal for describing frequency, yes, or repeated action. Think about it. Every time I go, we say that, don't we? We use the word every. So it's kind of like a repetition of something that we do all the time. And each time that we do it, and so to put it together, we say every time because we're talking about more than one moment, but several moments, right? So yeah, each isn't the best fit because the focus isn't on individuality, instead, it is on a collective. So now the phrase each and every combines the features of both the individual and the collective and makes sure that we are paying attention to the individual and the whole. And this is ideal in times when we want to use persuasive and advertising speeches. You want to persuade people about something, and you include each and every to let them know it's for you too. It's not just for these people over there, it's for you. It's your business as well. And so we use it as persuasive. Now, while you can usually get away with either each or every, and by interchangeably using them in casual conversation, knowing the subtle differences that exist between each and every can add precision and beauty to your writing. Right? So the next time that you're about to use each and every, remember the difference, okay? Each individual, one, each individual. Every, a combination. Now, something that I always hear people say, even when we give announcements at church or wherever it is, we say everyone are invited to be there. Everyone are can't be correct. Think about it. Everyone is. Each person is invited. Everyone is because of the word one at the back of that. We also sometimes when we use the plural and the singular with those words, we really mess it up a bit. We have to know each is, everyone is, not everyone are. Okay, so know the difference as well. There are differences in using these words. So, having spent a little time looking at the expressions or the words rather, each and every, I thought I would explore Oxford Learners Dictionary a little bit to tell me some more about these two words, each and every. And they are called quantifiers, each and every. So, for example, it says every child needs a healthy diet. Every child needs a healthy diet. Each lesson lasts 1 hour. So every child needs. You hear the S at the end of it? Because every child, while it is a lot of children, but it is a singular term in the sense of grouping all these children into every child. Okay? So they make all these children every child. So every child, a whole set of children, but together as one, needs the S at the end of it. Okay? Very important. A healthy diet. Each lesson lasts 1 hour. We know about the individuality of that already. Each lesson lasts 1 hour. She gave us each an apple. So when we use, she gave us each an apple. When we use it that way, we have it's different from how the previous way that we used it. Tickets cost $10 each. Tickets, plural, cost $10 each. And there's a bus every 20 minutes. So I want you to see what is happening there, the play between using the word each after a plural and singular noun or before a plural and singular noun. Okay? So when we use every plus a singular noun, when we use the word every plus a singular noun to mean all the people or things in a group, and this often suggests there is a large number in the group. So this is when we use every. So we use every plus a singular noun to mean all the people of or things in a group, right? And this often suggests that there is a large number in that group. So that's why we say, for example, every child. All right, it's a set of children. It's like saying all children. Okay, but instead of saying all children, it's every child. So every plus a singular noun, child, all right, it will give the effect of the people or things in a group. And this often suggests that there is a large number in that group. Now, for example, an example would be she goes to every match his team plays. She goes to every match. So lots of matches, but she goes to every one of them that his team plays. We use each plus a singular noun. So initially we spoke of every. We use the word each plus a singular noun to talk about every individual person in a group. Each lesson lasts 1 hour. So every singular lesson is what we're describing here. It lasts 1 hour. Each ticket costs $10. So we single them out. We can also use the word each after a plural noun or pronoun. So for example, we can say the children each chose their favorite song. The children each chose their favorite song. Or he gave us each a mango. He gave us each a mango. And so you find that while it is a plural noun, children, us, when each follows that, it is fine, but we have to use it properly. So the children each chose their favorite song, while John gave us each a mango. We can also use each after an amount of money, like we saw earlier. So tickets cost $10 each. Tickets, plural, cost $10 each. Understand it. I hope it's clear. I hope it's not confusing. I hope it gives clarity. Now we can use each and every one, sorry, we can use each or each one without a noun when we have already mentioned which person or thing, or it is obvious which person or thing we are talking about. So for example, we can say Karen collects books. Each tells or it shows a different story. So she collects books. Karen, and we're describing books, so we're not saying every book. We say each, and we don't say book again. We just, because we already referred to books is what she collects. So each tells a different story. So we can use each and every one of. We can use each and every one of plus a noun. We say every one of them. So we can use each and every one of. So you put the word of after it plus a noun. Every one of the cups is solid. Every one of the cups is solid. Or we can say, he gave each one of his grandchildren a present. He gave each one of his grandchildren, a present. And then we can also use each of plus a noun, but not every of. We can say each of plus a noun. So each of the Bibles, each of the trees, but we cannot say every of the trees or every of the Bible. We can maybe say every one of them, but we can't say every of directly. So of directly after every is incorrect, but we can say each of, and that is correct. So know the difference. Each of his restaurants has a really fabulous menu. Each of his restaurants has a really fabulous menu. And we can also use every to say how often. Remember, I said that earlier? We can use every to talk about frequency or how often something happens. So, for example, we can say there is a train passing every 15 minutes. There is a train passing every 15 minutes. So it tells the frequency, how often a train passes. I hope this helps us with each and every. Nothing's wrong with using them, but they definitely are different, though interchangeably we can use them and we can use them correctly that way. I thought I'd share that with you. Look out for the other video, or look out for the next video as I give you some English tips. I love English, hope you do too. I love languages, hope you do too. God bless you. Stay connected.